So we got buffs for S-Hawk and S-Shark. Unfortunately, I only have S-Hawk. So first of all, we'll be testing skill 1, in which we got speed increased by 10% and cooldown time reduced to 29 seconds instead of 31. And everything else is same. There you go, we got speed increase and we got attack buff as well, which we'll talk about later. It is one of the traits. And our skill is back already. Now I don't know what time it took, but you guys know, you guys can see it on the screen. And in skill 2 we got ignore damage reduction and obviously the cooldown reduction of skill to 35 seconds from 38 seconds. Now we have Roger here who got damage reduction trait inside the enemy's treasure. So here we go. So first we will test this skill on Roger outside the treasure area, and then we will test it again inside the treasure area where he gets damage reduction, and the both damage should be same. Okay, so inside the treasure area I actually damaged him more than outside the flag. I think that's because of I had team boost at that time and I forgot that I had team boost and I just did this skill. Now to the character traits. And first character trait is actually same. There is no changes. So second character trait. When performing a perfect dodge, removes inflicted status effects and afterwards dodge without taking damage or the accompanying effect 3 times. During this time, nullify status effects inflicted by enemy. What this means is if you play Rayleigh, you perfect dodge and you attack, right, and you get your dodge back. Just like that, if you perfect dodge with S-Hawk, you will get your 3 auto dodges back. Now, third character trait. When attacking an enemy with the element you are strong against, reduce the cooldown time of skill 1 by 10%. And increase the cooldown time of enemy's dodge by 20%. So in here we're using Sabo for that, and we already tested the skill 1 cooldown, which is 29 seconds, which should be 29 seconds, and now we'll test if the cooldown time reduces. Now it should be reduced by 10% every time I hit him, and obviously he can't dodge since his dodge time increases. Now fourth character trait, which is recover 15% HP 1 times when enough damage is taken from an enemy to KO character. Now this is new trait which got added to S-Hawk. It's basically 1 extra life. Most of the EX have this trait, but yeah, now S-Hawk also has it. Well, now we move on to trait 1. So trait 1, first trait, which is when in the treasure area, resist stagger and being down and increase damage dealt by 30%. In here I actually forgot to test stagger and being down. So that basically means whenever you're inside the treasure area, you won't get down. Okay, you will just stand tall. Like enemy can attack you anytime he wants. Alright, you won't get down. You will be Whitebeard. And increase damage dealt by 30%. In here we tested it on Roger. I normal attacked him 1 time outside the treasure and 1 time inside the treasure, and you guys can see the difference. Now trait 1, second trait. When your HP is 50% or more, nullify immobilizing status effects inflicted by enemy, and reduce damage received by 30%. In here, Roger got stun immobilizing effect, right? It can be any immobilizing effect like stun, freeze, petrification, electrocution, tremor, whatever it is. It can be anything. But in here, Roger got stun effect, and you guys can see S-Hawk gets stunned if his HP is below 50%. And once his HP is above 50%, he does not get stunned. And obviously, you get 30% less damage if your HP is above 50%. Now, trait 2, first trait. When attacking an enemy with his skill, increase attack by 25%. It increases up to 75%, resets once KO'd, and 50% of recovery of damage. That basically means if you deal like 5000 damage to an enemy, you will heal half of it, which is 2500. Okay, you can only heal up to 7500, it shows here. So yeah, that's the limit. So yeah, that's that. That is S-Hawk buffs for y'all. And a big thank you for Oxim to helping me do all this. And yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.